Right, welcome back, everyone. We're ready for another deep dive, and today we're going to look at the world of sports broadcasting through the lens of a true legend,
Yeah.
Greg Gumbel.
Yeah.
We recently lost Greg, and
Big loss.
yeah, so we're going to use this CBS News article announcing his passing to kind of walk through, what he meant for the fans,
Sure.
how we experience sports today,
Yeah.
and just what a legacy he left behind.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would be surprised at just how much Gumbel's career kind of tracks with the changes and the evolution of sports broadcasting over the last, half century, really.
Yeah, and I think for some people out there who may not be as familiar with him, he wasn't just an ANY sportscaster. This guy was like synonymous with CBS Sports for over 50 years.
Yeah.
And he covered it all. NFL, NCAA basketball, Olympics, you name it.
The Olympics, yeah.
But the question is, how did he go from like calling these different games to being, this key part of the entire viewing experience?
Right. I think you hit it on the head there. And the article really points out one thing that struck me, and it was that Gumbel was literally there at the very beginning of things like what we call March Madness now.
Oh.
Giving viewers those first looks at the now iconic brackets. And it's not just that he showed them to the people, it's how he presented them.
Yeah.
That calm, clear style, combined with this just uncanny ability to explain, what could be very complex, the tournament seeding in a really engaging way. And I think that's what helped make this kind of niche concept into a national obsession.
Yeah. It's incredible how someone's delivery can completely shape the way we understand an event.
Absolutely. And think about, we take for granted how easy it is to understand March Madness now, but back then this was new.
Yeah.
People were just getting used to how the tournament was going to work. And Gumbel, with his ability to weave narratives, highlight the underdog stories, explain what was at stake. He did it all with this clarity.
Yeah.
That really played a huge part in the explosive growth of March Madness.
That's really interesting because it makes me think about how sports broadcasting in general has changed over the years. Would you say that Gumbel's approach was innovative at the time?
I think you could definitely say that. Back then, sports commentary was a lot more straightforward. Play-by-play, just kind of reporting what was happening.
Yeah, just the facts.
Yeah, just the facts. And Gumbel brought a different sensibility to it. He understood that there was a story behind the game, that there was a human drama that you could connect with. And he was so well prepared, always diving deep into the statistics, team history, player profiles.
Yeah, he knew his stuff.
He knew his stuff. He wasn't just calling the game. He was adding layers of context for viewers.
Yeah.
And that enriched the whole experience.
And I think that gets to the heart of what Gumbel's legacy really is. It wasn't just that he was on TV for 50 years. It was how he connected with people on that deeper level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. He wasn't afraid to show his personality.
Yeah.
To bring humor into the broadcast or, even to tackle some of the more sensitive issues in sports. And he did it with this real thoughtfulness. I think a lot of people felt like they could trust him as a guide through this world of sports. And his style, the combination of expertise and approachability, it influenced a whole generation of broadcasters after him.
So really, what's the lasting impact here? What would you say is the biggest takeaway for our listeners about Gumbel's legacy?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that he really showed us that sports broadcasting at its best can be so much more than just reporting scores. It's about storytelling. It's about context. It's about forging this connection with the audience. And his legacy is really in how we consume sports now. The expectation we have for insightful, engaging commentary that actually elevates the whole experience.
Man, you've given us a lot to think about.
Yeah.
The question that sticks in my mind is, how might the sports media landscape look different today if it wasn't for figures like Gumbel paving the way?
Yeah, great question.
Really appreciate you joining us for this deep dive.
Happy to be here.
And we'll see everybody next time.
See ya.